Yeah, C1J. I'm very happy for it to be opened up too myself. Let's see. You have almost every color now. Oh, because you have. Should we even talk about the other types of colors from SainSmart, or the ones that are the colors? Well, Les, if you don't mind, I'm going to pass on a little bit of information that you provided to me earlier this weekend. Thank you very much for doing so. And this is Les Music.
I'd like to know where you got the white, because his white looked good.
Yeah, yeah. And Les, if the white that you did was SainSmart material, please let us know.
Even if it wasn't, we'd like to know where you got it, and we'd like to know what you cooked it at.
Yes, because no, he did tell me that. He did tell me that.
Well,
he had to do the white at a much higher temperature, right around 235 degrees C, and he also had to turn the feed rate down. So rather than being at 1500 millimeters per minute, it was at roughly about, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Les, between 10 and 12. So just a little bit, like
you might want to go 5 more degrees C, and that'll let you go a little faster.
Okay. Yeah. And C Powers USA said it's SainSmart, so you get 4 more rolls of the stuff. Oh yeah.
But Les is the one who printed the white brackets, and the white brackets look the best white I've seen so far.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to know where Les Music got his white material, because a lot of the white material we have is just looking horrible. I mean,
it's not the SainSmart stuff, thankfully.
It's stick your finger in your throat time. It is really ugly. So, not to be critical, I realize we all have our place on this planet, but that white stuff was ugly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeoman says he ordered some stuff from Inventables. Okay, cool. Les Music says it was blue and bleach. Really SainSmart white. Thanks. He bleached out the blue. Very nice, Les.
Okay. Did he really bleach it out?
No.
Or his bleach is the color.
He's messing with us because this is really SainSmart white.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Of course.
There is something. Yep. There is something of cosmic, monumental importance that happened this week.
Ooh. Which one?
The dual drive shaft.
Yes.
We have been torturing ourselves about the soft material, and we came up with an even better design for a dual drive. And that it was. That's what I can't show you, but I can tell you, it's really exciting. So those of you that want to experiment with Ninja Flex and some other stuff, we will have a head someday. I'm going to say soon, but soon for us is relative. Actually, that's one of the things I'm supposed to be picking up in Vietnam, but that's besides the point.
The heads that are out there today that everybody has can do Ninja Flex, and yes, it can do those softer materials, but it's...
Some are better than others.
Yeah, you really have to dial it in. You really have to play with it in order for it to actually go through the extruders nicely and play nicely. Thank you to Mr. DeMonico, if you're out there watching us, for showing us how to set it up and how to get it done with our extruders. So, because
but we still had issues because if you overdrive it to the smallest amount, it'll fold back. You cannot put pressure on it.
Yep.
So we have a new one that has a very short drive distance, and it seems to be working. So we'll keep you guys informed on that one. But I'm pretty sure it'll be exciting when it comes out.
Oh, there it is. Les just said white was printed at 230 to 235 C.
Mm-hmm.
Feed speed is the 0.08 pulses per nanoliter. So.
But that's not the feed speed. That's the pulses per nanoliter volume.
Yeah, steps per nanoliter.
That has nothing to do with the print speed.
Yeah. Sorry.
What print speed? What was your F, your feed rate, in your G code?
Yeah.
That's what inquiring minds want to know.
Mm-hmm. Eagle 1J says black gets a lower temperature, white gets a higher. Yep. The whole reflection of heat and the absorption of heat, I think, is quite interesting. And then,
You think there's some infrared emissivity there?
Just a little bit. He also says Ninja Flex, heck yeah.
I'm going to say it's more the fact that black comes from carbon, carbon's quadrivalent, and that it's breaking down the polarity of it. Therefore, it's not adhering so harshly between the molecules. Therefore, it has a lower melt temperature. And that the white has metal ions in it, probably cadmium or something like that, or zinc oxide, and that the metal ions are causing it to be more polarized, hence a higher temperature. Usually polar attraction is stronger. The more polar, the stronger the bond. And so like sodium chloride is a real strong thing. It doesn't melt until you get 1,000 degrees C or so, or higher. So, good possibility there.
Yeah.
All I know is whatever they're taking to make it white, it changes the way it works. All right, let's see what the next guy is.
Let's see. Less Music says print speed 2300?
23 millimeters a second.
23 pulses per nanoliter was very important for quality finish. Okay. So, wow, okay. I have to double check what the 23 pulses per nanoliter was.
Shoot us the G code. I want to look at it.
Yeah. Eagle1J, I was just about to ask about that. The white is likely titanium or zinc oxide.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask if you thought it was potentially titanium oxide. So, or possibly a combination.
I get polypropylene that comes white, and it's not got metal in it. I know that for a fact. I don't know how they're turning it white. Well, technically it doesn't, but I mean it's got carbon in it. Is carbon a metal? I mean, we got to think about that. I don't know if it's considered a metal. It's a semiconductor.
It is.
But that doesn't make it a metal.
No, just not. I don't
Although
think,
carbide is silicon carbide is a metal. We call it a metal. We cut metal with it.
That's correct.
It's a very interesting definition there.
It's like on it's I think it's past the it's past the translation. I have to take a look at the periodic table of elements again.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I know it's number 4 in from the All right,
I like what he said though about the print speed.
Let's see.
Yeah. Quick print head question. What does the red LED on the label D1 stand for?
OT stand for one. Operation temperature over temperature. You know what? Give me 1 second. Let me grab a head.
If it was over temp, it would be blinking. So it's probably not over temp. And it depends which revision of firmware you got, but I'm going to suspect it's... Oh, that's the heartbeat.
This one?
Yeah, D1.
No, that's the blue. That's a blue LED.
But, well, it can be red. Not all of them are populated blue.
Really?
But if it's D1,
no. He says it's OT. This one at the very end.
Oh, OT is for the motor.
Yep.
That's when the motor is being driven. So let you know that the motor is running. Sorry about that.
Okay.
It's the right-hand LED as you're facing.
Yeah.
You know, it's facing you.
So we can show everybody.
It'll be on your left.
Yeah. So this guy, right over here. So there you go. So this one over here is the blue one. That's the heartbeat. It's this one over here that he's talking about. There you go. Cool.
Okay. Now, Les, we're getting the good numbers.
Okay.
And I'm going to agree with that totally. So what Les is saying is 23 millimeters a second, which is about 1,450 approximately on 1.4 meters per minute on our speed rate. 230, 235, that jives with what I would expect, a little higher temperature. Mm-hmm. And 0.08 pulses per nanoliter instead of 0.09. And that's probably because your material being white is a little bit larger. If you measure it, it'd be interesting to know what the diameter of that is. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 1.75, which is where it's supposed to be, but normally our material doesn't come that big. Normally it's 1.73, 1.725.
Mm-hmm. From St. Smart.
Yeah, who knows? Well, from anybody. Everybody we've measured has been a little bit under. I think they go a little bit under and nothing over. It's one of those plus 0 minus something dimension tolerancing things. Because if it was oversized, it wouldn't fit in the nozzles.
Well, with two exceptions.
Okay.
Two exceptions. One is that I did measure the material that was coming from off of a MakerBot, and it was 1.80.
But I thought they did that on purpose.
Yeah, they did do that on purpose.
Okay, so that you couldn't use the other material in there so easily.
That's right.
Man, those rotten bastards.
You know, they're free to do whatever they want to do. So if you guys got some of that stuff, I would measure it before putting it in through one of our extruders. And but you're free to do so.
You know, Jim, I got to tell you, red does mean something bad. When that light comes on, it means you're printing. It may not be safe to be in the room. Finally, finally.
Jim, you're yeah. That's a very good point.
You know,
Maybe on the newest ones, do you think we could go to green? I don't know.
well, man, I can do any color they want. $10 an LED. You tell me what you want.
Oh, I didn't realize the greens were that expensive.
They're not, but that's what I'm going to charge to change the color.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Those are just status lights. They actually mean about 25 different things in 25 different conditions, which is why we don't tell you what they mean. We don't want you to worry about it, except for the heartbeat. And when we call you up and you put us on Skype, the first thing I look for is the heartbeat. If the heartbeat's working and you aren't talking, we got a real serious problem. If the heartbeat's dead and we're not talking, we just got a bad motion controller. Which I don't know, that's really happened. Not once they get going. We've had some initial ones that didn't program, but not that many of those either.
True.
Anyway, very cool.
Let's see.
Les, I really appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yes, thank you, Les.
That should go in our recipe book,
Mm-hmm.
which we are working hard at doing. Now that we're getting our work area cleaned up a little bit, we're trying to get our website cleaned up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know if you guys know it or not. There's a couple of YouTube videos we posted this week, too.
Really?
Yes. Don't ask me what they're for. You know what? I think they're in the wiki. I think you can get them from the wiki.
Okay.
Davo did them. If Davo's watching, which I know he's not because he's having fun tonight, he would tell us where to go.
Yep.
So what you do is email sales@hyrel.com and say, Davo, what the heck is this with videos? I want to watch them. So ask him what these instructional videos are, because I think a couple of them will be very confusing but helpful. And they kind of explain a little bit about the secret recipe code and where it goes in the slicer and why it's there. It's not the best explanation, but it's the first explanation. And as I get feedback from people, I'll understand where my blah blah didn't make sense to everybody, and then I will modify my explanation so that it starts to make better sense to you guys. That makes perfect sense to me. Anyway, let's see what we got from Les.
Oh wow, white filament is at 1.81.
Jives perfectly, and it's as predicted, which
Thank you,
means
Les.
you got MakerBot filament.
Pretty much.
So in case you guys are wanting, the Bowden/exhaust pipe that we have on our print head is actually machined at 2 millimeters. That's the ID of the bore. So something at 1.65, 1.7 through 1.9 should slide right through there. So you're getting close to being, tight, but it should be fine. That's actually a nice material, so I like it.
Mm-hmm. If you don't mind, let me try and see if I can pull up the wiki. Everybody here tonight, I know technology.
Wow.
Blame it on technology.
Can you actually surf the web?
What? There's a possibility.
Is it HYREL3D.net?
Yes. /wiki. So.
Oh, /wiki. So, in case you're wondering, HYREL3D.net, it's HYREL3D.net/wiki. And that's a right slash, not a backslash.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's up there, guys, but if you're looking
Click
for
on videos and see what
we're
happens.
still gonna put it up there. I just put the link in the chat. There you go.
We got a couple of nice videos.
Yeah.
Swapping heads video. Says some 30 propaganda. Printing with 4 heads, which is definitely off into somewhere else.
The links to the old Justin
What
TV
happened?
print.
He didn't put my other videos up there.
Not yet, I guess.
Remember,
So.
sales@hyrel3d.com. Davo,
yeah.
where the heck are the videos? That's what I want you guys to say. They're actually on YouTube. I need your help on this, sincerely. The more you guys ask, the more motivated we'll be to answer that or get that straightened out.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me try and see if I can find it.
How
on
about the
YouTube.
forum? Does everybody know about the forum?
No, I don't. Think
I know 2
everybody
people
does.
that know. I know that Ron and Midnight Manufacturing know.
That's true.
Well, on the forum is actually the links, so I thought maybe
Yes.
that would be a way of pointing them there.
And Plexus 314, if you are out there, thank you very much for setting that up. It's HYREL3DTalk.net, I think, or .com. It might be one of the two.
Give it a try.
And give me a second to try and see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, we owe you a kilogram of free plastic. You probably owe
Yeah.
you a lot more, like 2 free printers or something. But don't let that go to your head.
Yep. It is .com. So.
You want to give them that link so they can...
Absolutely.
There you go.
Guys. There's where the forum is.
So please, start talking a lot more on there. There's 2 guys that have started, and you're going to like Ron. He's awesome. And...
yeah. The 2MCO, thank you very much.
Yep.
Putting a whole bunch of stuff up there. Yeah, there you go. Yep. And, let me see.
It's on my channel.
Ah, well, okay.
I had to put it there because I don't have access to your channel.
Yeah, well, okay.
I don't.
Right. Okay.
I don't have passwords or anything. They keep me in the dark. They said, until I get the firmware working, I can't play anywhere else. Amen, brother. Amen.
Yep. Well, a broadcaster up there, which is great.
Man,
So.
look at all that propaganda.
I know. Doesn't even look like it's supposed to. Wow.
You see that number up there?
Yeah.
I thought that was the views. I was going to go, wow, we're totally viral. This is like 13,909,527,773 views.
Yeah, the counter's off with just slightly.
Wow, that's okay. Hey, who's the old guy on that broadcast?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, crap, it's me. Just go to Gifford Engineering Videos. It's the channel. Yeah, there it is, channel right there.
Alright. I tell you, as for the Wally.
No, it's, if you put in the word simple, it should show up.
Okay.
Well, you can put in the word HYREL as well. Just HYREL instead of simple. There you go. Oh.
Nope.
I wonder if they've been taken off.
It's a possibility.
Due to copyright infringement? What? Because I was talking like Carl? Tell you what, I'm going to go look on my system. I'll be right back. If I can find them, I'll shoot you an email with one.
Well, I mean, I can. Here, if you give me just 1 second, I'll have to jump out of this guy and I can pull it up. Are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, just give me 1 second, guys. Alright. In the meantime, please start asking more and more questions if you have them. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to take just a second to pop in here. So. And I found him.
You did?
Yeah, I found him. Okay. Let's see how to set up custom G-code and simple example of creating part with support material.
Yep.
Ooh. Well, okay then. Let's see.
But they're not complete, but they're a good start, so you guys can watch them and drool.
Yep. So 1 second, guys. Let me go ahead and get the share up here. So this is the very first one. And here we go. There's the very first video. I do not know why the link didn't come up like that, but I guess YouTube's kind of messing up. That's how to set up your G-code. Let's do this carrot. There we go. And let me go back and pull up the second video. So, and this is all inside of HYREL. So.
I'm just doing screen capture while I narrate. I'm trying to do that for a lot of different stuff. It should help a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
The more questions that are asked, the more things I'll be screen shooting. I hope screen shooting's occurred.
There you go. Perfect. All right.
Nice.
Yeah. Technology. Gotta love it. Alrighty. Ooh. Les says,
Someone else's screenshot there.
yeah. Julia Vase, 25 millimeters and no OK issues, with 35 millimeters per second with 8 plus manual OK clicks. Okay.
Is a picture?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
All right.
Yeah, that
Wow.
looks awesome.
So hold on a second, guys.
But
Yeah, what? There you
I
go.
thought he did that before,
Mm-hmm.
and the one on the left was at 25 millimeters a second.
Ah.
It is 25
Okay,
millimeters
25.
a second.
Okay. Versus one that's
At 35.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. But you guys can see that if you start going up in speed, you know, there's a huge difference.
We have to put the filter on, but also it'll self-correct. But you're still going to get a little bit of a ding where it has to self-correct.
Mm-hmm.
So, i.e., it'll catch that lost position.
That's beautiful, though.
Yeah, it's awesome. It'll be interesting to test the new motors, too.
No, I'm sorry. That was Powers USA. Yeah. Sorry, I kept on saying less. I apologize. So,
I know. They're all in the USA.
yeah. That is beautiful, though. That is really, really beautiful. Wow.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
How many microns was that?
I don't know. We'll have to ask Jim if that was yeah, that's
Smoking
beautiful.
good.
Yeah. Excellent. Let's see. Oh, we were dropping a couple of frames.
That's
Sorry
all
about
right. I'm tired. We're going to go to bed.
that. Yep. So, well, so we know who's up on deck. We know who shipped this week. The guys from Minnesota, local, yep, and then north again. And then, Kevon, you're the very first one that's going to be going out the door. And then, let's see. Oh, Albert asked, I wonder how that would look in some acetone. Oh.
Yeah, I would love to see it post-processed. I agree with that.
One thing about that, do not dunk your prints in acetone. Okay, if you're gonna be doing that kind of acetone smoothing, make sure that's the vapor version, and even then be careful because of the whole low flash point of acetone too. So, oh no,
I'm pretty sure you'll do another one, Jim.
I'm not shocked or surprised that it got lost.
Probably got $300 in her backpack.
I know.
That or some kid went home and say, "Mama, look what I found today." It's cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
It'll be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to 5 years out when we start to get real field data back on how long the printers last before a belt breaks or something like that.
Yeah.
We can only go by other products, you know. Obviously, it's no substitute for experience, but I have high hopes. Also,
those guys are still. I mean, they're still solid. They're still running. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've never actually replaced the belt on them only, but these have a lot more stress on them.
I know. Yeah.
So
They've been out there, what, 15, 20 years?
the average life is 11. Average life is 11. So.
Wow. Incredible.
And I think 300 plus pieces is a good cross section. That's enough to throw us an anomaly. We find it. Is that smashing the print?
I like everybody smushing the parts brought in. Or that super tiny owl that flew away. That's right. Eagle 1J, you did print a super tiny owl, the one that was put in the very first Make magazine for the Ultimate Guide 3D Printing, the very first annual one, where they showed the whole thing was there's supposedly a hole where the nose is, and that goes all the way straight through, and on some of them it shows up, some of them it does not. So, but Eagle 1J was using a different printer to make something incredibly small. So,
Very nice.
but because it was so small, I mean, well, come on, if it's a fleck of dust, you know, typically it's going to fly itself away.
So for those of you guys who might want experience on other printers, or I wonder what you would do with it, ask Eagle 1J, because he owns like 40 different printers, maybe 30. And Brian Arendis is the other guy.
Yeah.
He really
Both of them Kickstarter backers.
Totally
wonderful,
amazing.
wonderful
Yeah.
Kickstarter backers.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Yeoman asks, "What speed-wise? What's your goal for this printer in the future?" It's a great question.
That's undetermined. We've said all along we're going to get it printing reliably, and we're going to get a good finish, and then I will increase the speed. We have several ways we're going to increase the speed. It already moves very fast. It actually moves 5 times faster than we're printing. The problem I have is that when there are jerky motions in the print itself, that creates some major problems. So we are looking at filter algorithms that will double or triple the print speed. And we're also looking at lighter heads. And we are looking at heavier duty motors. So, matter of fact, in our batch of motors on our way is enough motors that are twice the torque of the ones we're using, but still 0.9 degrees, so we get smooth motion. And we tested them, and actually, one of you guys out there actually has a printer with 3 heavy-duty motors in it.
Yes.
So we're not telling you who. We'll see who can figure that one out. We didn't want to bias them by telling them what they got.
No.
But I'll give you a hint. I think it's in another country.
It is. The printer when it was here, guys, was a lot louder. I will say that. It was a lot louder. So, but making any kind of noise from dead quiet is much louder. Let's see, scale to, okay, so he did the Eagle. That's right, I know he did the Owl. Eagle when Jay did it. Scaled at 100 microns, printed at, scaled to, 10%, and printed at 25 microns on the Form 1. It was cool, it had the details, it came out great, and I can't find it. 6 working printers, 2 more kits that aren't touched yet, and 3 to 4 more in the mail. Wow.
Nice.
So yeah, there's a reason why he has Pro next to his name. Let's see.
I like David. I wish he lived closer. We'd be over hanging out more often.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure on pizza night.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, any last questions? I see we're coming upon the witching hour, and I promised the wife I'd watch some TV with her. That's our once-a-week date where we get to sit down and watch an episode of Elementary, I hope.
Ooh,
I like Elementary.
yeah, that's a good one. Let's see. Less Music has Slicer 3, RC3 does better path generation, so can speed up even now. Okay.
Agreed, it does. But I ran across, and I apologize. I ran across and have access to a nice algorithm that checks the vector between moves and allows us to dynamically adjust the feed rate, but on a move-by-move basis. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes out from a cleanliness standpoint. But I see a lot of hope to increase the print speeds. Again, print with 2 heads, you get twice as fat, twice the productivity. Unless it's a single part.
Yeah.
We have something we're working on.
Yeah.
Just hang tough.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the best it's going to be by a long, long way. So there's a reason we gave you guys 5 years free software upgrade. We thought that was the only right thing to do. Because that way we can give you all the goodies.
Yeah.
You'll feel like you're special. And you are.
Eagle J says, actually 2 of the 6 are down for refub.
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that, my man.
I'm sorry. That rehab's terrible.
The refurb.
Rehab, refurb, same thing.
Someone says Elementary was Thursday. I must read more. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I never seem to be able to stay awake for the 10 p.m. showing, so I will watch the rerun online. And I like it that you knew the answer to that question. I'm beginning to like you a lot more.
Oh, wow. Let's see. Eagle and Jay says, by the way, anyone, favorite choice in slicing software? Oh. Because there are a couple that are out there. Some people have been using Kit Slicer. Some of them have been using Slicer 3. Some of them have been using Steinforge.
There's another one out there, Skull or Hulk or Skill or Cull or I can't remember the name of it.
If you're talking about the one from, are you talking about the one from Ultimaker? Because the one that they're doing is called Cura.
Cura, that's it.
Yeah.
Cura.
Cura is the other one that's out there.
We should get that and try it.
Okay.
Has anyone out there tried Cura? I mean,
I'm not sure if
I know I talked to one person that had tried it. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
I'd like to
There's-
do a side-by-side comparison.